Hello my friends, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video, which is going to be a review on the newest Sephora favorites set. I don't typically pick these up. It has to be absolutely stellar for me to want to pick one of these little sets up for a lot of different reasons. But if you're interested in seeing what all is in this set, why I think it's so amazing, and I will prove to you why it's so amazing, then just keep on watching. All right, guys, so let's break this bad boy down. So this is the Sephora Favorites Fresh Face Refresh Set. It is $45, and here's the thing. I typically don't go for these sets. Like, it is rare, maybe once a year, once every couple of years that I pick one of these up, not even once a year. And the thing about it is, a lot of times it comes with products I already have. It comes with shades I already have, and I think the biggest thing is a lot of times there's just so many of the little mini deluxe sizes, the kinds you can get free when placing an online order, that it's just not worth it for me. So all of those reasons are usually why I take a look and I'm like, pass. Okay, this one I was like, hold on, let me take a second look at this. So I started looking and I'm like, these are products, a good portion of them, that either I have been wanting to try, or two, I need a repurchase of. They're on my loves list. I need to get a backup, whatever. This bad boy, we're gonna break down the price points here in a little bit. This is the best value they have come out with in a very long time. So let's go ahead and get started and let you know what you get in here. So as far as full size, you get the Benefit Roller Lash. I think it's the Roller Lash. Is it Roller Lash? Roller Liner, sorry. You get the Iconic London Sheer Bronze Cream Bronzer. You get the Patrick Ta Major Brow. You get the Brush and Spoolie by the same brand, by Patrick Ta. You get a very good size of the Tarte Cream Blush, and then a few other minis. So let's go ahead and start off with talking about each one of these products. So I'm going to take you into the bag first. I was actually very surprised at the quality of this bag in a good way. So I am used to here lately, anytime I get one of these little clear bags, it's by Morphe because it's like in a set of some sort. The latest one I got was that Lisa Frank bag that came with the brushes, and I can't even tell you how cheap, and just I don't like the feeling of that bag. It's very hard. The plastic is just very, like, when I reach my hand in, the zipper is super jagged. I'm just not a fan. So when I saw this, or when I felt this, I was like, this feels so soft. I love it. And then I started thinking, when I take makeup bags to travel and I leave them in the bathroom, there I am in the hotel bathroom, like, you know, trying to dig for what I need. Perfect. This is clear and I can see what I need. And just, I'm really excited about the bag, which is probably the least thing y'all are excited about. The zipper, super easy to open and close. Very happy so far with that. Anyways, so let's go ahead and go into these bad boys. We'll talk about them. I want to tell you how they work for me, because if I didn't already use them, like if it wasn't a regular in my collection already, then I did use it today. And so we've got some just exciting stuff to talk about. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the brush. Now this one I did still keep closed because I've got two on rotation right now. And I don't want to start using this one until I really need it, until one of the others is like on its last legs. This is a lovely brush. It's in the typical Patrick Ta shade. Like, he does that rose gold so nicely. It's got the spoolie on one side, the brow brush on the other. It's nothing revolutionary, but it is very, very lovely. And I'm going to tell you, this is $18 on the Sephora website. So already, boom. And it feels very, very nice. I love the feel of this. It feels a little more expensive. So let's talk about Major Brow. So you get the clear version, which I know that's why they included the clear instead of tinted, because it's probably going to suit more people. It's probably going to be a little bit more appealing to people. So here's what it looks like. It looks like there's nothing in the pan, and I'm showing you what the new one looks like. I don't want to touch it yet because I am still working on this one, which again, I just purchased one in May. Because I was out of my last one. And in fact, my last one was the tinted, and I really wanted to try the clear. The clear is more up my alley because I do go in with a pencil after. And I was finding that the tinted, like as I was going up, it was leaving the tint up here and I was having to clean it up. I just do like the clear better. So For reference, if you don't already know how to use this, what you do is you spray it with a little bit of water, a little bit of setting spray, whatever you have on hand. Don't go too much into it because as far as spraying it down, because too much saturation, it weighs it down and it doesn't work at its best when it's super saturated. And a couple of times using it, you kind of figure out how much water you need or how much spray you need. So what I do, I spray it down with a little bit of water or a little bit of spray, and I grab my spoolie and I just brush a little bit in, and then just kind of work that wax into the brow. And then once I've done that, to laminate what he says to do, this is what I've always done, is press your brow up against your face with like the handle part of your brush. No big deal. My brows will stay like this all day, not even kidding. The reason I like this over the Brow Freeze by ABH is because this one actually holds my brows where I place them. With the ABH Brow Freeze, they'll start to fall a little bit. They still look lovely. They still have that little bit of texture, but they don't stay where I place them. Like I'm looking for brows, like I just stuck my finger in an electrical socket, and I know it's a horrible analogy. However, literally that's what I'm looking for, is I'm looking for them to kind of stand up. So this is my absolute favorite brow product of life, and it was already my plan to repurchase. So this is 20 bucks, and the packaging matches the rest of his collection. And I cannot tell you enough good things about this. It's not for everybody, but just know that it's going to place your brows. It's going to keep them where you place them. All right, let's see. What do we want to talk about next? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. So this is a lovely primer. I won't say it's one of my favorites. You do get, let me tell you what size this is. Okay, 0.17 fluid ounces. This is a tiny little thing. This is the kind of size you would get in a deluxe sample size from Sephora when placing an order. So it literally is for you to try and see if you like it. For reference, I do have the full size and I like it. It does give an illuminated effect. I had originally purchased it because I had read that it was very comparable to MAC's strobe cream, which was one of my favorites back in the day. I'm not going to get into it. I don't purchase MAC anymore. So needless to say, I was like, ooh, I definitely need that. And I don't find it's as intense in the luminosity as the strobe cream. It's still very, very pretty. Out of her two primers, I do prefer the pore filling primer. I feel like my skin likes that one a little bit better. My makeup looks a little nicer, a little more flawless with that one. But this is still a really good option if you are in the market for an illuminating primer. It's very pretty. It's almost very like moisturizing, and it does have that luminosity, but again, it's not as intense, I would say, as like strobe cream. But I feel like it gives you the primer slash hydration in one. I don't know that it makes my makeup last any longer or anything like that, but I typically don't use primers for that reason. So anyways, you do get this little bad boy so that you can test that out. Now, let's move into, okay. I'm trying to go in the order that I did my makeup. So let's move into this Benefit roller liner. Again, Benefit's a brand I no longer purchase, but in this case, it was included in the set. I would have bought this set regardless of this liner being included, but it was kind of nice that it came in here. It's the brown version, and that's what it's called, brown. This is full size, and this is, I think, $22, which, wow, okay. So, oh, did I tell you this is 20? I can't remember. Anyways, 18, 20, 22. So we're already at about $60, and this set was 45. So moving on. So this is the liner that I am wearing. This was a lot more pigmented for a brown than I thought it was going to be. I was just really, really kind of happy with it. I've kind of gotten to where I am used to the liners that I use. I like them. I like how they like give me an easy wing. This one I didn't have any issues with either. It's not my favorite brush applicator, and I remember having the black one back in the day. It's not my favorite brush applicator. I find that these can get a little stumpy after a while, making it harder to do the wing, but and this thing is pigmented and I will get a lot of use out of this. So really excited that that came in there because yeah, I wouldn't have bought it on the side. So let's move into, what do we want to do next? Let's go into cream blush. This is the Tarte Breezy Cream Blush. I have been really wanting to try these, but the thing about it is when I see the testers in store, they look so grody. Like they have this like hard pan and they've got a lot of like hair and lint. It's gross. It's like, you know, because everybody, they're sitting open and they're just, anyways. So I've never really felt the urge to pick one up, but I've been really curious because you guys know how I feel about cream blush. So this is in the shade Peach Sunset. I have to tell you, it's beautiful. I love it so much. And this is the perfect size because they're full size, it's large. And honestly, I'm never gonna go through that much product. Now, what I like about this particular size is it is not a size that would be considered a deluxe size for free at Sephora. This size is actually sold as the mini size from the full size, and this particular one, exact size, is on the website for $14. So that brings our total at this point to $74. That's crazy. I really thought this was going to be a tiny deluxe size, so I was very, very happy to find out that this is an actual size that I'd be able to pick up on the website anyways, and the shade is beautiful. I didn't have to do hardly any digging. I mean, I didn't tap my brush, but I kind of swept a couple times. That gave me enough for both cheeks. This is really, really lovely, and now I am highly intrigued into the others, but I definitely would go the route of this size if I were to pick more up, just because, again, I won't go through that much product like for a full size ever. So very, very happy that this was included. So excited. Let's move into the bronzer. So Iconic London, this particular one, FYI, is $25. So where were we at? Were we at like $75? This takes you to like $95. It is a full size. It's in the shade Caramel Glow. Let me tell you that this line is called Sheer Bronze. When I first started looking at the products that came in this set, I went to this product directly because it's one of the ones that intrigued me the most. I love a good cream bronzer. It gives my skin a very healthy look. So the reviews on this are very poor. I think it has like 3 out of 5 stars. And what most people were saying is that it's very sheer. Like once you start blending it out, it dissipates to nothing. And I thought, that's disappointing. But anyways, so let me tell you, it's called Sheer Bronze. But I really liked it. And again, I tell y'all so often, I go against the grain. A lot of times if something is like getting poor reviews, then chances are I'm really gonna like it. It was so easy to use because it did give me that glow. It did give me that warmth, but it didn't do what my other cream bronzers do in that it looked messy and I had to clean it up. Like it was so foolproof that I was able to make it work on the first get-go, no cleanup necessary, just it's very pretty. I like it a lot. It's more liquidy than I thought it was going to be. And I can see myself going through this a little bit quicker than my other cream bronzers because I had to squeeze out a couple of times. And it's because it is so sheer that it kind of goes quickly on the skin. But I had no issues. And my skin looked very healthy by the time it was said and done. So, I mean, the fact that it's $25, it came in this set as a full size, and I actually like it very much. Win-win. So again, shade is Caramel Glow. Here's what it looks like on my skin tone. For reference, I am light to light medium. And yeah, it doesn't have like a heavy red tone, which one thing is, that's key for me. So anyways, there is that. Now, let's go ahead and go into the mascara. So it comes with a little, again, I would probably consider this to be a little deluxe size that you get for free. I didn't, this is the one thing I didn't check. But this is, it's the Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. So this was my very first time using this. I've seen this everywhere, but have not, high-end mascaras just don't call to me. Like there's a couple I love, but honestly, I've been on the drugstore kick just because I don't want to spend on the high end. I'd rather spend on other high-end makeup. So the brush is very, very large. It's like a very hourglass shaped. This is nothing new, so you may already know the deal with this. I found that even a couple of layers was like, okay, but here's the thing, it's not fair for me to say that because with mascaras, it takes a good 6 or 7 uses. Like, it's almost like the formula has to be like mixed in there with me taking the wand out, putting the wand back in. After a while, I'm like, ooh, I really like this mascara. So the fact that this was just my first time using it, I feel like is not very fair. But upon very initial application, I'm like, I don't feel like it did much. Also, the brush is so large that it made it kind of difficult to do the lower lashes, but it's okay. I got to try it. I've been curious about it, so that was, you know, I'm like, all right. Now, lastly, this is so funny. I completely forgot that this was in here, and I used a different lippy. So this is not what I'm wearing today. I'm very, very sorry. But this did come with the Ilia Balmy Gloss. This is also a little tiny version. This comes with 0.06 ounces. So it is a definite little tester version for, again, you to dip your feet in or your toes in to see if you like it. It is in the shade Tahiti, which sadly is the shade I already have in the full size. See what I mean? A lot of times I will go for a full size and then later when they release these sets, it ends up being in the same shade. I would have loved a different shade, but I don't know, maybe a lot of people don't have this already. I have to tell you, this is one of my very favorite products for the lips because let me just show you. Again, I'm so sorry that I forgot to put it on. So the little applicator, again, this is the full size. I'm going to leave this closed for now just in case I decide to move it on. But I just want to show you what this looks like. For being a gloss, it carries some good pigment. And I have to tell you that it looks so shiny on the lips and it's so comfortable. Truly, this is one of my very favorite lip products. I'm actually surprised I haven't gone to buy more. But it's just because things keep coming out. I love this. And I can't remember what I had already had by the brand. I think it was maybe the bronzer. I don't know, maybe a couple of things. But this drew me into the brand even more. Ilia is incredible. I love the brand for so many things. I don't think I've purchased something from the Ilia brand that I have been disappointed with. So this is, you can already tell, very shiny, very glass-like, and it has such good color payoff that you don't even need to put anything underneath. When I use this, I go in with it as just a standalone lip product. So definite win that it comes with this in case you haven't tried it out. Again, for me, this would have been one of those things where if there was more of this in this set, I would have been like, hard pass. But again, so many other amazing goodies that it's just mind-blowing. Okay, last but certainly not least, this is one of my favorite products of life, and it is the Airbrush. Yes, I feel like I get tongue twisted every time. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I like how it says party all night, stay all day. Listen, y'all, I'm going to tell you that the true test of a setting spray is Disney World. Nothing like the Florida humidity, Florida heat. And granted, I live in South Texas, so it is bad here. Florida and Texas have a lot of the same weather. Where I live, we don't have like the hurricane issues, but so I can test a good setting spray in Texas. However, when you're at Disney, you're out all day long. When I'm home, I'm not out in the sun all day. So to me, the true test of a good locked and loaded setting spray is Disney World. And I'm going to tell you the two that have held up, which are the two most popular ones, the Urban Decay All Nighter and the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I'm going to tell you that I feel like this one even grabs my makeup just a little bit better. A mask in 95-degree weather with like 80% humidity, it was rough. I would get back to the room at the end of the day, take off the mask, and I'm like, my makeup is still intact like I did it this morning. Like, what? So if you need a good locked and loaded spray, this is the best option. Obviously for price reasons, the all-nighter I think is a little bit, it's not luxury. So we'll say that, but this is $20, which again, such a great deal coming in this set. So here is the full one. And again, I'm about done. I had already added this to my loves list because I knew I was very soon going to need to replace. Comes with a little nozzle like this, just similar to anything else you would see in a setting spray, and I feel like the first spray is usually a little bit more forceful, but the rest are just so anyways, and it smells very good. So the claim is that it primes and sets for up to 16 hours, instantly lock in your look for makeup magic that looks just applied. Yes, I can be a testament to that. So you guys, I mean, the set says that it's $148 US value. When I was adding everything up before this video, I wasn't even done and I had already gotten to $119. So I always question whether those claims are correct. I don't know if I feel like, you know, they're factoring in the little tiny deluxe sizes. I don't factor those in because you can get those sometimes for free. Anyways, for me, it's all about what you can actually purchase through Sephora. And then if, okay, like I already can tell I'm getting more product in the full size than I paid, then all the others are like little freebies to try out. So anyways, you guys, this is the best Sephora set that they've either had in a long time or ever, quite frankly, because it has been a good couple of years since I have purchased one of these. So highly, highly recommend if you are in the market to try any of these products, or if you even need backups or refills. All right, my friends. Well, thank you again for stopping by, for spending some time with me. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, may I ask that you give the video a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing because I truly would love to see you here. Again, it has been such a pleasure to have you on this channel. Before I let you go, I just want to give you a very quick verse of the day. Today's comes from Psalm 14:2, and it says, "The Lord looks down from heaven on the sons of men to see if there are any who understand, any who seek God." I'm not here to shove anything down your throat. If you don't want to listen, you are certainly welcome to click off. However, it is my duty as one who loves Christ so very much to ask you if you know him as your Lord and Savior. Is he the very essence of your being? Is he king of your heart? And if not, I do hope you will consider him. He is just the most amazing. He wants a relationship with you, and truly there is no other meaning to life than Jesus. And so if you don't already know him as your Lord and Savior, it is my prayer that he make himself so real to you, even in this very moment as you're watching this video, that he would speak to your heart, that you would feel an overwhelming peace and love, and that there would be no doubt in your mind that it is him who's calling to you, who's speaking to you. Life to me is just absolutely worthless without him. He is, like I said, the very essence of my being. And I have a true hope, you know, as hopeless as this world seems, in him, I have hope. So I leave you with that. Please know that I love you so very much, but Jesus loves you so much more. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, guys, stay safe and stay well. See you soon.